Ever wonder why they report the same news? This is Wake Up America.
Brought to you by Citizen Stringer.
The media has become absolute lunacy. What makes us different? We just tell the truth. Daily headlines, politics, social issues, focusing on headlines that the mainstream media ignores. Conservative to the core and honest, sometimes to a fault. Unapologetically American. Welcome to Wake Up America with your host, Stephen Oatley.
How about a little bit of silence, huh? You guys like some silence? Sorry, I'm trying to do all this stuff today. Just bear with me. I'm not ready. Of course. Yeedy on the Streets is the channel. Okay. Yeedy on the Streety. Everyone can follow that page if you want to. One of our viewers has a live stream. I haven't seen it, bud, so I gotta wait and see. Cameras facing down or something. Oh my goodness. Let me do that. See if that makes it a little bit better. Well, not really. Whatever. You know. Always something. Right? I'll figure that out later. I don't look at the camera anyway. All right, so yeah. Let's talk about some stuff. For anyone that doesn't know, my name is Steve. I don't have any fancy overlays up right now, well, because I wasn't prepared. But my name is Steve. The show is called Wake Up America. My chair is broken, I think. Or the new desk just seems higher. I guess that's part of the issue. It is, what is it, Tuesday? September 14th, 7:04 p.m. Today is Tuesday, which you know what Tuesday means. It does mean I'm going to play some video games, but I actually got some stuff to talk about first before we get into that. A couple of things. Yesterday, if you didn't watch my show yesterday, you may have missed my conversation and my opinion on September 18th and the rally that's supposedly taking place there. For a long time, I thought it was just fake. I thought it was just an op, I guess is the easiest way to say it, by the left, that they were just trying to just take the focus off of what's happening in Washington and just, fearmonger, right? I no longer just think it's the left. I think the right is doing it as well. So The Hill published an article today, which is kind of interesting. They published an article today, kind of on the same approach as yesterday. Their headline says, September 18th rally organizer asks attendees not to wear pro-Trump clothing. Weird. So, of course, I saw that headline. I decided to dive into it a little bit. And the organizer for Sunday's Justice for J6 rally is asking that attendees not wear pro-Trump clothing at the event. Matt Brainard, the organizer behind the rally and a former Trump campaign staffer, asked attendees in a tweet not to display any symbols that are supportive of President Donald Trump or President Biden, contending that the demonstration is 100% about justice for J6 and not the election or any candidate. This is where it gets too weird for me, and I verified these tweets too. I verified it. Brainard warned that anyone who violates the regulations will have their picture taken and be made famous. This is his exact quote on Twitter, and everyone can go look right now. We request that anybody attending our events not wear any clothing or have signs supportive of either President Trump or Biden. He wrote, anyone not honoring this request will be assumed to be an infiltrator. We will take your picture, find out who you are, and make you famous. Does that not just scream, what? Like, does it not just scream, like, you're stupid, cancel the event, Matt, you idiot? I mean, that's all you have to do. Cancel the event. Just cancel it. Move it somewhere else. I've heard that there are some people that are going to be speaking at this event. You guys should not show up. And there are people that are political candidates that are saying that they're going to go and speak at this event. You no longer should show up. That's my honest opinion. And anyone who goes there, like, you're getting whatever is. Let me read it again, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys are like, no, this can't be. Matt Brainyard, everyone could go look at this. It's on Twitter, at Matt, Braynard. He tweeted today at 4:48 p.m. We request that anybody attending our events not wear any clothing or have any signs supportive of President Trump or Biden. Anyone not infiltrating this request will be assumed to be an infiltrator. We will take your picture, find out who you are, and make you famous. This is 100% about justice for J6 and not the election or any candidate. Is that not the stupidest possible thing anybody could possibly say? So stupid. So stupid. You know what I mean? It's just so dumb. I've already said that this whole thing was just smelling bad, and now it's not even smelling bad. Now anyone who goes to this is just, it's not smart. It's not smart. Someone said it's not stupid from his point of view. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. You want to go and protest, and for one, you were on the Trump campaign. You were a Trump campaign staffer. You literally worked for someone that embodied the word freedom. That's why everybody hates Donald Trump, because he believed everybody deserves freedom. You're literally having a protest about freedom and freeing the J6 prisoners, political prisoners. Does that not make sense? Does that not make sense just how dumb this is? And you wonder why the left always attacks the right, right? Because we do stupid shit. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is someone on the right, even though the intentions are good, someone on the right just being dumb. An official with the Department of Homeland Security predicted on Tuesday that roughly 700 people are expected to attend the demonstration, which is being convened in support of people who were charged with crimes related to the January 6th attack at the Capitol. A number of the expected attendees are connected to the same groups that stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Not true. Allies of former President Trump have called individuals arrested after the riots as political prisoners. Melissa Smyslova, Deputy Undersecretary for Intelligence Enterprise Readiness at DHS, said the department has been monitoring publicly available information on protesters, permit applications for large gatherings, and hotel reservations to assess how many protesters are expected to attend the event, according to NBC News. Security preparations are already underway in Washington as law enforcement officials work to prevent another incident like January 6th from occurring in the nation's capital. The Capitol Police say that fence surrounding the Capitol building will go back up a day or two before the rally. Additionally, the Capitol Police have issued an emergency declaration that will allow the force to deputize outside law enforcement as special Capitol Police officers during the demonstration. The Metropolitan Police Department is also making preparations ahead of the event. A spokesperson for the department told The Hill last week that it is monitoring and assessing event planning and will have a greater presence around Washington and be prepared to close streets if such move is necessary. It's the biggest op. I talked about it yesterday. Anyone who goes to this thing, you're hurting. You're hurting everybody. You're hurting the people that you're supposedly going to protest for. The Justice for J6 rally. It's not about proving that the people that are in jail are innocent, or at least that's not what it would be for me. The reason why people should be protesting, and everybody should be protesting what's happening in D.C. with these prisoners, the reason why because they're not getting due process. It's as simple as that. Hold on, these lights are hurting my eyes. I'm just going to dim them down a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't do it. They're just too bright for me. It's nutty. It's nutty. There's no other way to describe it. It's just nutty. Stupidity has a way to rule it. Stupidity has increased 1,000%. You were absolutely right. Absolutely right. And here's our other big news story today that a lot of people have already talked about. Someone said, I don't know how much coffee Steve has had. None. No coffee. I have a soda. I haven't drank it yet. I'm going to drink it because I'm going to play video games in a minute. And some people won't like it, and I don't care because this is my show. Anyway, in the days following the storming, in this one, guy, if you think, a conservative that's rallying for freedom, telling people that he's going to make them famous, and I know what people say, make them famous, that's what people used to say, mobsters and shit used to say before they kill them, and then they'd be in the papers. That's not what he meant. What he meant is that he was going to dox you, find out who you are and dox you and put you on the internet. What kind of conservative have you ever heard say, well, we're going to dox you and we're going to do this and we're going to go after you and do blah, blah, blah. We're going to post where you are everywhere. We're going to speak to your family. We're going to get you fired from your job. What conservative does that? Huh? What conservative does that? But apparently he does. So whatever. But yeah, there's another report that's coming out, and it's being widely reported by everywhere. CNN, Fox News, everyone is reporting about this. General Milley held top secret meetings to block Trump's nuke access and told staff to disobey all orders but General Milley's orders. This was just released in a book today, and the entire media, CNN, everybody, the entire media chain is going after this left and right. In the days following the storming of the U.S. Capitol on January 6, Joint Chiefs Chairman General Mark Milley held a top-secret meeting with senior military officials to take action against the then Commander-in-Chief Donald Trump, blocking the president from potentially launching nuclear weapons and ordering staff to ignore all orders except Milley's. And this all comes out in a new book entitled Peril by journalist Bob Woodward and Robert Costa. They even cited CNN for this, which is crazy. The two journalists wrote that Milley was certain that Trump had gone into a serious mental decline in the aftermath of the election, with Trump now all but manic, screaming at officials and constructing his own alternative reality about the endless election conspiracies. Milley was reportedly concerned that the president would go rogue. In the secret meeting, Milley ordered the officials in charge of the National Military Command Center not to take any orders from anybody except him. No matter what you are told, you do the procedure, you do the process, and I'm part of that procedure, Milley ordered, according to the book. The general then moved around the room and received verbal confirmation from each person in the room, saying, got it? Apparently, he considered it an oath. Now, you would think just that. I mean, that's what you would define as a coup, right? So I guess CNN and MSNBC and all these liberal news outlets that said there was a coup, that there was a coup in the White House. Well, apparently there was. But it wasn't the coup that they wanted. They wanted Donald Trump to, and the military people, all that stuff. Everything that they said, there was going to be a coup. Well, it turns out there already was, and it was people that were actively working against Donald Trump. Now it was our military. Not only do we have senators and congressmen and Democrats and the FBI and the CIA and everybody, basically, the media, now we have our own military that also worked against this guy. If that wasn't enough, if that wasn't just enough, like if you wouldn't consider that being a traitor, like literally the definition of a traitor, according to the book, Milley also engaged in 2 back-channel phone calls with China's top general and promised he would warn China of an attack if one was to happen. He's quoted in the book as saying, General Lee, I want to assure you that the American government is stable and everything is going to be okay. Milley said, we are not going to attack or conduct any kinetic operations against you. General Lee, you and I have known each other for 5 years now, Milley added. If we were going to attack, I'm going to call you ahead of time. It's not going to be a surprise. What? The chief of staff for the United States military is colluding with China? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm looking over like the camera's there. This is insane. This is insane. He goes on to say, what I'm telling you is that even if they could stop him from an assault on the Capitol, who knows what else he may do? Is there anybody in charge of the White House who is doing anything but kissing his fat butt over this? Pelosi reportedly said to Milley. Because she had a conversation with General Milley, too. She then says, he's crazy. He's been crazy for a long time. Woodward and Costa wrote that Milley simply responded, Madam Speaker, I agree with you on everything. After the calls, Milley ordered his top Service chiefs to monitor everything all the time. He contacted Paul Nakasone, director of the National Security Agency, and said, "Needles up, keep watching and scan." He told then CIA Director Gina Haspel, "Aggressively watch everything 360 degrees." Milley was overseeing the mobilization of America's national security without the knowledge of the American people or the rest of the world, the book states. According to CNN, Peril is based on over 200 interviews with witnesses and first-hand participants, as well as documents, calendars, diaries, emails, meeting notes, transcripts, and other records. This is freaking huge. Not only did General Milley get 13 U.S. service members killed just 2 weeks ago, it turns out he was also a spy for China and using government resources to spy on President Trump. That's what this is saying. Here's Fox News article on this. During the final months of President Trump's term, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, made 2 phone calls to Chinese officials in fear that Trump would create conflict with the communist nation. In the book, authored by Washington Post associate editor Bob Woodward and national political reporter Robert Costa, it is alleged that Milley made 2 secret phone calls both to his Chinese counterpart, General Li Zongchang of the People's Liberation Army. The book alleges that the phone calls took place prior to the 2020 presidential election on October 30th, 2020, and 2 days after the January 6th Capitol riot on January 8th. According to the book, Milley contacted the Chinese general after he reviewed intelligence that suggested Chinese officials believed the United States was planning an attack amid military exercises. Holy shit, it gets deeper. It gets deeper. Because what this is saying is that we were doing drills, or we were planning to do drills, and General Milley, the guy that got on national television a couple of days ago, the guy that blew off a subpoena today from the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, but the guy got on national TV and talked about how America this and America that. Well, he's a spy for China. Doesn't it sound like that to you? Doesn't it sound like he's a spy to China? You there listening at home? It's crazy. Now, to top it off, those calls, according to the book, were never even mentioned to Trump, as Milley believed his mental state had declined following the election, something about which he shared his thoughts with a phone call with Nancy Pelosi. According to Pelosi, she spoke with Milley that day about available precautions to prevent Trump from engaging in military action. So they have a statement in the book from Nancy Pelosi corroborating all this. Holy shit. Like, this is the biggest story. And you know what it is? This is all a detraction. This is a detraction because now the White House can bury Milley, and then he can swallow up and take all the responsibility for what happened in Afghanistan, and Joe Biden is going to be, it won't matter. But my goodness. It also says it also alleges that he made a phone call to the admiral in charge of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command and suggested postponing any additional military exercises. The book also noted that Milley requested senior officials swear an oath that his involvement be necessary should Trump give an order to launch nuclear weapons during his final days in office. This dude is completely batshit crazy. If he's not in jail right now, he should be. Oh my goodness. But nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Because you can't write stupid stuff. You can't write stuff about hangings or anything like that in our chat. It doesn't matter whether or not that's what they used to do in the history days. You can't write that in the chat at all, especially not on Twitch. It's a liberal haven, just like Facebook. But isn't this nuts? Every single day there's a new news story out. Every single day there's something new that just makes you go like, man, what is happening to our country? Every single day. Every single day. Today is today is the same thing. Every single day there's something new. Today we watched, and I'm sorry to everyone on Citizen Stringer's YouTube page because we weren't live streaming. I didn't realize it. But April, this guy's hosting the event on the 18th. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're putting links or something like that in the chat. Unless, is that guy in the chat? That would be amazing. Hold on. Now I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to see. Someone said batshit crazy. Yeah. Why does I keep getting prompted to verify that I am me. Someone said, at April, this guy hosting the event on the 18th. What about it? What are you asking? MIlley is a traitor. Face it. It's done corruption at its finest. Yeah. Oh, he's answering your question. Gotcha. I tell you what, man. This stuff doesn't make any sense. It's happening in this country right now. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, for anyone that was watching, I still have kind of a stiff neck. I was talking about, so you guys know I was printing shirts today while we were watching that stupid ass convention hearing. So remember I was talking about the really sick Second Amendment designs. Well, guess what? Because they screwed up and they sent me like 100 more of them with the Second Amendment design. So only 40 or 50 t-shirts were going to actually get that. But I decided that some of the sweatshirts and pretty much all the t-shirts that are going out in the September mystery boxes will have that design. So, you're welcome. Because I know you guys wanted that design anyway. So that's going out. But yeah, crazy stuff. And our October mystery boxes are on sale now. We've already sold a bunch, though, and I'm doing a limited number this time. So if you want those, go to puretruthclothing.com. I'm giving away another TV. I'll put the link in the chat here in a minute when I find it. But this month for September, because I should have all the boxes out by Friday. So they are a little bit delayed because I had to get all the prints and they were delayed as well. But they should go out by this Friday. And so we'll probably know who the winner is for the TV this month by Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. And obviously, if you do win, your name's going to be public. Just, you can use a fake name, but your name's going to be public, and I'm going to post it on social media. Well, because I'm giving you a TV. And that's what I have to do. I don't have to, but I'm going to. But yeah, if you want to buy the mystery boxes, the link's in the chat. No, it's not, because fucking Restream sucks and it didn't do it. But September boxes are going to go out, and I'm going to forewarn you guys. So they're going to have new designs. They're going to have and anyone who watched me printing, can you see it right here if I switch to this camera? You may be able to see it because this camera's still on. So that's one of the designs. You see, this is live right now. But that's one of the designs that I printed today. America, established 1776. So that's one of the designs that I'm doing. And yeah, this is an anatomy of a pew. A pew. This is going to be my video gaming shirt. But this is available in the store. It's not something I print here yet. I will, but it's complex because it has all, the other stuff on the sleeves and all that. But yeah. Anyway. Is this about MIlley? It was. We already talked about it, Robert. Where were you? You just tuning in, buddy? You just tuning in? Vindman is calling for MIlley to resign. Shut the hell up. That's not true. Because that story just broke a minute ago. And look, even CNN. But here's the thing. Representative Garamendi. Let's listen to what this bonehead says.
Comment on this new book by Bob Woodward called Peril, in which he reports that General Milley, Joint Chiefs, was so worried by President Trump's unhinged behavior after the election that General Milley, called a secret meeting in his Pentagon office of top military brass and basically said to them, if you get calls, no matter who they're from, there's a process here, there's a procedure, no matter what you're told, you do the procedure, you do the process, and I'm a part of the procedure, meaning he didn't want them responding really to calls from the commander-in-chief.
See, they're just going to take forever. So this representative, congressman for California's 3rd congressional district, praised General Milley for reportedly telling China he'd tip them off in case of a war with the United States, saying Trump was unhinged by the election. I believe Milley would do that. He would call a meeting given the concerns of an unhinged president. So you should also get rid of Representative whatever his name was, Garmucci, whatever, because he's also a traitor to America. If you think that it's acceptable for a general in America, I mean, could we get any more stupid in this country right now? And I mean that in the nicest, politest way possible. Can we? Can we get any dumber? Can the way we do things and the things we find acceptable in America get any crazier? Probably. Somewhere Joe Biden saying, hold my X-Lax instead of beer. It's just nutty. It's nutty. You know, we watched today, and I tell you, there wasn't, I saw these articles. It's like Ted Cruz ripped, absolutely ripped Blinken a new asshole. What? They all made statements. Marco Rubio made a statement. He didn't ask any questions. Ted Cruz did ask questions. You know, I got to give him that. He asked how many people were released on those lists, of which he didn't get an answer. And Blinken just repeatedly would go on these long-winded things just to chew through the time and not give an answer about anything. But I didn't see anything today from any politicians, left or right, that I was like, yeah, that guy's got my back. I saw, Marco Rubio pissed me off. He went on this big, long speech, and granted, yes, it's good speech. You have this guy under oath. Get him. Corner him. Half of the freaking politicians are lawyers. Half of the politicians have experience as trial lawyers. So why aren't you going into this guy? I just don't understand it. I would have cut him off every single time. Every single time. How many people are on the list? Well, it's a complex. No. How many people are on the list? No. Like, I would have been yelling, slamming my hands down, saying the American people deserve to know. I wouldn't have made some big gallant speech. And then all the Democrats blame it on Donald Trump and say, oh, it's Donald Trump's fault. It was his plan. There's nothing we could do. Well, maybe you forgot that Joe Biden reversed over 100 of Donald Trump's plans. Many of which, 48 of which, were done in the first 72 hours of his presidency beginning. But for some reason, this is the only one he couldn't do. And then you get the Democratic lawmaker that gets up and says, what would have happened if we withdrew on May 1st? Well, we would have gotten a war with the Taliban. What would have happened if we sent in more troops? We would have gotten a war with the Taliban. All these generic questions. Why didn't he ask the question, what would have happened if we left the way Joe Biden said? Hundreds of people died, including 13 U.S. service members. I mean, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. Hundreds of people died, including 13 U.S. service members, including all the Americans that are probably being killed now. We still don't have a number. They keep saying, well, 100 U.S. citizens that want to leave, and they exaggerate, want to leave. So you think they're telling us about the citizens? How come any of the politicians haven't said, okay, well, you keep saying that number, want to leave. How many Americans have you identified in Afghanistan that do not want to leave? Because if you know how many want to leave, then you surely know how many don't want to leave. So how many Americans are in Afghanistan? How many SIV applicants are in Afghanistan? How many priority immigrant status people are in Afghanistan that don't want to leave? Because they keep referencing all the ones that do or may want to leave or that are making the choice. You know why? It's bullshit. They have all those numbers. They know exactly how many Americans are over there. They know that there's far more than 10,000 SIV applicants that are left over there. They're just not going to tell us. The American people do not deserve an answer, according to the Biden administration. We do not deserve an answer. We heard today a Republican congressperson was choosing to, ask who was in control of the White House. Who is in control? Which is a valid question, of which Blinken wouldn't just said, well, I can assure you, I can assure you guys that Joe Biden he's in control. He wouldn't let anyone stop him from speaking. What are you talking about? We've all seen the fucking press conferences. He's not allowed to speak. They cut him off. They literally cut his mics off almost every week. They did it yesterday. And he's such a, I don't know where you're getting your news. Guys, they don't cut off the president of the United States, Joe Biden. What the fuck? Yes, they do every day. Every single day. And they probably just did it. He just gave some bullshit speech a few minutes ago. I guarantee if we watch that, we could find where they cut him off. I guarantee it. They do it every day. They won't let him answer any questions. They won't. Because they know he's going to tell the truth. And they don't want people telling the truth. This is America. The truth is not allowed to prosper anymore. We're not allowed to know what actually happens in this country. God forbid we actually try. It's not meant to be. You're not meant to actually find out new things here in America. But man, it's disgusting, and it infuriates me, and I'm sorry for going on a legendary rant here, which is why you guys watch, right? But it is. It's so pissy to me. The fact that our government and even Republican senators, can you imagine if Blinken would give me a fucking interview? Can you imagine? You think I went hard on John Sullivan? John Sullivan, yeah, he got people killed. He didn't kill 13 U.S. service members by his inaction. If Blinken would ever sit down with an interview, I'd tear him a new asshole. He wouldn't be able to be like, Joe Biden is a great man. I'd be like, fuck that. That's a lie. We already know it's a lie. Tell the truth. Enough with this bullshit. Tell the truth on what's going on in the country. That's it. Tell the truth. Who's responsible for what happened? This government right now, our government now, is the only government in the world that could possibly be like, you know what? The buck stops with me, but Donald Trump is the real one that's responsible. Even though I know the buck stops with me, but I just want to make sure you guys know that even though it stops with me, it's because of Joe Biden, or it's because of Donald Trump. Even better. Well, it's because of George Bush. It's because of Obama. It's because of everybody else. What the fuck, man? Doesn't matter. We don't deserve concrete answers in America.
Staples places your work.
Fuck Staples. That was a commercial that played. We don't deserve answers. We're just Americans, right? I'm honest. I'm honest about it. We don't anymore. We really don't. There's no reason to be honest. Sad, really, when you think about it, is we have these hearings and we watch these hearings and we think we're going to learn something. We don't. And all these headlines are so dumb. Rand Paul torches Secretary of State Blinken over drone strike incident. He didn't torch anybody. None of these politicians, did they make points? Absolutely. But nobody was torched. Blinken walked out of there. I mean, if the torching would have been holding his feet to the damn fire and getting some sort of accountability for it. Wasting 5 minutes and giving some testimony about it. You know, so this is a transcript of Blinken's this is, oh God, pisses me off. Kentucky Republican Rand Paul laced into Secretary of State Antony Blinken with some touch questions about a drone strike in Afghanistan that reportedly killed an innocent civilian and 7 of his children. Rand Paul said the Biden administration droned. Was he an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative? The administration is, of course, reviewing that strike, and I am sure you know a full assessment will be forthcoming. So you don't know if it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative? Blinken then says, I can't speak to that. I can't speak to this setting in any event. So you don't know or you won't tell us? Well, I don't know because we're reviewing it, he says. And then Rand Paul goes on his tirade. Let's listen. But, fuck it. What else are we doing?
The guy the Biden administration droned, was he an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
The administration is, of course, reviewing that strike, and I'm sure that a full assessment will be forthcoming.
So you don't know if it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
I can't speak to that, and I can't speak to that in this setting in any event.
So you don't know or won't tell us?
I don't know because we're reviewing it.
Well, see, you'd think you'd kind of know before you off somebody with a Predator drone, whether he's an aid worker.
You may have a point there.
See, the thing is this isn't just you. It's been going on for administration after administration. The Obama administration droned hundreds and hundreds of people. And the thing is there is blowback to that. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I see these pictures of these beautiful children that were killed in the attack. If that's true, and not propaganda, if that's true, guess what? Maybe you created hundreds or thousands of new potential terrorists from bombing the wrong people. So you got to know who you. We can't sort of have an investigation after we kill people. We have an investigation before we kill people. We got plenty of bombs. We can bomb almost anything we want from anywhere in the world. Maybe we should have bombed the helicopters and the planes that we left behind. I mean, even though you said you didn't know any of this and it was all surprise, once they took all of our stuff, we should have said you got 20 minutes to get out of it because we're going to blow it all up.
I said that.
Then you would have sent a message of strength. Instead, we bombed somebody who we're not sure whether it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative. See, that's not sending a signal of strength. And in the end, there will be more blowback from it. If you killed an aid worker on accident, I mean, do you think we're better off because of that? You really could have acted in a position of strength.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just the demeanor. Maybe it's just his demeanor. Rand Paul's like, you know, you really could have done this. Instead of just being like, dude, you're a traitor to America and you must resign now. Now, granted, a couple of people did resign, or it did call for him to resign. I don't like how the media is portraying this as like this. Oh, he torches him. He didn't torch him. He didn't torch him. You know what torching would be is if you sit down there and you say, hey, listen, I want to tell you about some people that you killed. You know, indirectly, you killed. You did it. Nobody else did. You did. And then when he would have been like, we really don't know. You do know you killed kids. Like, straight up. Like, there's no question about it. Matter of fact, it just pisses me off, dude. Just pisses me off. No matter what I could say, it just pisses me off. And you know, I just realized that this article was written by someone that I follow on Facebook or on Twitter, and he's gotten a little lefty too. And Fox News gotten a little. Everyone is. It doesn't even matter. And by the way, just in case you guys didn't know, maybe you didn't see this yesterday. This top picture, you can't really see it. Let me see. Yeah. So this is AOC yesterday. She's wearing a dress that says, tax the rich. While she's at the Mets Gala, apparently an event that costs $30,000 just to attend and $250,000 just for a table. You want to talk about these out of control, out of touch politicians? I don't even know what else you could say. These people are so stupid, and I literally just hate them. There's no other way to say it. And hate is a very strong word. We always teach our kids not to say hate. I firmly believe I hate a lot of these politicians that are in office. I really do. I don't think they represent us. I think Rand Paul is a good guy. But why? Why don't you use the power you have to ask real targeted questions and hold their feet to the fire? Get pissed. Aren't you pissed that the United States government had a hand at killing 7 kids? We already know it's true. Get pissed about it. Don't talk diplomatically about it. Get pissed. Have answers. I just don't understand it. And then he has the balls to sit up there and talk about all the State Department workers that were at the front lines and saying, don't you dare do that. Fuck. What? How come you weren't there, Blinken? How come you weren't on the front lines? Because you probably would have found out that all your state people that are working there were pissed off at you just as well. It's just disgusting. Makes me mad. It really does. It makes me mad. In Australia, Jackie Lambie declares war on the unvaccinated Australians, whoever that is. I don't even know. Independent Senator Jackie Lambie made a series of bizarre threats towards unvaccinated Australians during a recent interview on Sky Australia. I don't care. That's Australia. It's going to happen here. It already is happening here. People are doing it all over the place here. It's so annoying. There's video, I tweeted it out earlier, of it was like in China or something like that, where they walked by and they slapped someone in the face, told them to put on a mask. Oh, so Donald Trump has now responded to the reports of MIlley. On an interview on Newsmax, 45th President of the United States responded to the news saying,
true, which is hard to believe, that he would have called China and done these things and was willing to advise them of an attack or in advance of an attack. That's treason. And I would think I've had so many calls today saying that's treason.
Fucking A, it's treason. Isn't that what I said? I mean, it is. It's treason. It's treason. I swear it is. Someone gave me a good idea, so I'm actually going to do something. Right following this show, I'm actually going to replay the entirety on CNN. Fuck. On Citizen Stringer. I'm going to play the entirety of the hearing today. And so you can watch me printing some shirts, in the small corner. So, it was good. It was good. But I'm also going to play it because if you haven't watched it, what the hell am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong button. I think it's something that everyone should watch. Just so you could hear how our senators, acted. And again, maybe I'm being harsh. There's a good possibility I'm being harsh. I typically am harsh, and people get really mad and being like, "Oh, you're too much. You're being too much of a president or of a patriot, or you're not being enough of a patriot." Blah blah blah. And no one can make up their mind on what or who I am or what I'm supposed to say or not supposed to say, as long as it doesn't align. Well, I don't care anymore. I'm saying what I want. I'm saying what I want. I'm pissed off at our current politicians. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. I don't care. I am pissed off at the type of people that we have representing us in Washington. We have some good ones and we have some bad ones. And I'm pissed off that the bad ones are the ones that keep getting the national spotlight. The ones that have the power to do stuff just don't do it for some reason. That ticks me off more than anybody else. And it's frustrating to me. Hold on, this is going to take forever. Let me do it the other way. You guys may hear it for a second, but just bear with it. Hold on. It's got sick intro, too. Sick! That was not the right show. What the hell? I'm opening the wrong one. What? Hold on, I gotta find the right show because someone asked for it, and I'll do that because we've been updating our playlist software, so we haven't really played anything. So I'm gonna play
to topple the dramatic.
These people oh my gosh, I don't have a lot of temperament for them anymore, so I guess it's still gonna download this way. Woo, it's going quick. I'm ready. Whoa, look at that, 500 megabytes since I just did that. And then I got to upload it again. But that'll be on. How about replaying the hearings, Karen? Colin. But yeah. No, Steve, you're not being harsh. They need to earn their money. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. I think people are talking about something else, and it's confusing me in the chat. I think they're forgetting what show they're talking about, and so they're talking about other shows in the chat. Hold on, I know this is like really bad, live stream etiquette, because I'm just doing other stuff. But this is part of doing it. Adam is dealing with a personal emergency. He's not going to be on tonight. Everyone is fine, but he's dealing with a personal emergency, so he's not going to be on tonight. So, we're just going to do until, we're just going to do what I want. Go old school. No overlays up, and I do have overlays up, but I'm not going to do them. Once I upload this video, I'm going to switch it over. I'm going to start playing a little bit of Counter-Strike. I'm going to try Discord through my phone, through Bluetooth, and see if that doesn't screw up everything. But I'll be in the Discord Steve's Gaming channel, I think it is, with voice. So if you want to talk and just talk about what's going on, kind of like a call-in show, you'll be able to. Because I'll be in there in a few minutes. It's called Steve's Gaming something. Let me tell you which one it is on our Discord. Steve's Gaming is what it is. Yes, so join that one. Because you'll hear it, even though I've got it muted right now. But you'll hear it. You can hear it now. Well, but yeah. Yeety's got my audio on, I think. But yeah, So make sure you're in that group, because I'll be in that Discord in a minute. I just turned on my sound so everyone can hear what I'm saying right now in there anyway. And then I do have it feeding through. And graphics may get stupid. And if they do, I'm just going to end my live streams. I'll start this playlist over so you can watch the hearings from earlier today. And then I've got my show from yesterday. I've got a brand new episode of Thought Villains. I've got a oldie but a goodie. You know what? I almost want to watch this movie. You guys want to watch a movie together? You want to watch a movie together? Should we just do that instead? Because I got a new public domain movie called At War with the Army. At War with the Army. I'm wondering, should we just play that one? Have 2 hours, some popcorn and stuff, and we'll just play that? Maybe some commentary over it? Or should I just play video games? I don't know. I haven't decided. I'll make up my mind in a minute. But it's an old one. At War with the Army. It's 1950, I believe. 1950s. But it looks good. It's a public domain movie, so I could play it, and I could play it everywhere. Thomas said that's okay. Well, I don't care. Here's what we do, all right? If you want me to keep ranting, send a $15 super chat, stars, $15 worth or donation. If you want me to play video games, send a $5 one. And if you want to have a movie, send nothing. See what I did there? I'm just being goofy. Wouldn't make sense. But someone said, you sound like Russ. Russ, let's do it. I don't know what that means. Pro wrestling night. Flip a coin. No, I don't know. Someone said, please no video games. I like video games. If I don't do it today, I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. Actually, all the hearings are back. I don't have time. Someone said movie. Maybe I'll do movie and I can't print. It's too loud. It'll piss my wife off. Have a break. I played video games earlier. I don't need you guys to send money. What I do need you to do is buy the mystery boxes for October. That is one of the ways that we could do it without getting all these super chats and Facebook stars. Plus, you get awesome designs. So, here, I'll show you. Okay? I think we're going to do the movie. Stevie with a $50 super chat. Thank you, bro. I don't have it popped up right now, so it's not going to pop up and be like, pow. But I will in a minute. But it doesn't do it right now. So I'll show you. I'll show you some. This was one of the designs that I printed up today. Very nice. America. Love it or leave it. That's one of the ones. And it's now I got to fold it up back the nice way on my shelf. And that design that I showed you guys before, I'm not going to unfold it because I don't want to. But that's the design that I showed you before. Look how it comes out on the black, dude. It looks sick. I had this design. This one cost me $300 to have this design made, but it's so sick. And that one's a little off center, so someone's going to get a special one. If I had like a white marker, I'd sign that, all the ones that are off center, and still send them out. But yeah, and then we have the America ones. We've got these Second Amendment ones that I just printed up today, too. But if you didn't get a September mystery box, you're not going to get those designs. If you didn't get a September mystery box, you will not get those designs, because what I do on the mystery box is I send brand new designs out and I don't put them online. They're just for the mystery boxes. So we have those ones, and then we're going to have a bunch of others. So all the October mystery boxes that are going to come out are going to have all new designs again. We do new designs just for the mystery boxes. And guess what? October mystery designs are going to finally have a Freedom Flashpoint t-shirt. So if you don't have any Freedom Flashpoint gear, which you don't because he hasn't made a store yet for like a year, make sure you order a October mystery box, which you could find right here in your chat when I put it there. And you'll get some cool designs and all that stuff. Someone said I'd like a F Trudeau shirt. Yeah, but I'd only sell like 3 of those because we have like 3 Canadian fans. The 28th, I think, of this month, there's a Loudoun County School Board meeting. I will be there live broadcasting from outside. Matt Walsh is also going to be there speaking and something like that. Someone said I got a Bernie shirt in the August box. I love it. Yeah. So, and that's the September boxes. They will all be, you're mostly getting t-shirts. So most of them will get a sweatshirt, but a ton of them are getting t-shirts. And I'm going to literally make the boxes as full as I can because I got 7 different totes of the designs from last year that my wife wants out of the house. She's tired of seeing them. So they're gone. Susan Parker said, you want to wear this one? Go to puretruthclothing.com and look up Pew. I think you could find it let me look. If you type up Pew, let me see. And I think I'm going to play the movie. I don't even really want to play video games. I think I'm going to play the movie. Yeah, you look up Pew. T-shirt's a little expensive, but whatever. I think I have this one for $30 because of the side prints. They actually charge me more. When I start printing this one, because I got these today, so I could start printing the sleeves on them, but I didn't get the flags, so I can't do that. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Oh, I was going to put this in the chat. Need FU Biden shirts. I got the Trump 2024 shirts. No one bought them. Everyone's like, make these, make those, put them out. I'll be back. Those ones, remember? And nobody bought them. I have all different ones. I've got kids ones. I got hats. I got cups. Nobody bought it. So I'm like, whatever. Someone said there's a Loudoun County School Board meeting going on now. Huh? I don't think so. It's supposed to be the 28th, I thought. How do you join audio? I don't know. School board members. Oh, wait. I don't know. I don't think it doesn't matter. I think it's on the 28th, like I said. Rummy said boring bye. Okay, bye. Bye. Enjoy your band. Enjoy your silence. It was earlier. Fox News had it playing. I think you're wrong. I think it was the 28th. There's a Virginia Beach School Board. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, let me load up this movie, and we'll just relax, right? Like a little bit of relaxation every now and then. See, I don't even have any commercials loaded up or anything. I'm just gonna literally live stream it like this. So you may be like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" Is this it? Let me see. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Check it out. Oh, shit. I gotta fix something because I don't hear it. Let me figure out why. I think it's over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Show matrix. Where is it? I don't hear it. Why don't I hear it? Oh, come on. Come on. I know you guys hear it, but I don't hear it. Can't watch a movie I don't hear. And I know what it is. It's because I freaking turned it off. Well, whatever. I'll just play this movie out for you guys, and I just won't be here. So, enjoy. This movie is called... what was it called again? I forgot what it was called. But it's good. So watch it. Check it out. And I'll see you in a little bit. So everyone on the voice chat, I'm actually going to take off. I'm not going to be in the Discord voice chat right now because, well, there's so many of you. Because something's wrong. Hey, what's up? But, yeah, because I'm just going to play this movie. So I need to listen elsewhere. So unfortunately, I'm not going to do it. Tomorrow during the day, I'll be playing some video games. Sorry, guys.
War. Total war. A struggle for survival. In this era of force and destruction,
son of a bitch.
historians
Know what it is.
What was the most influential
I can't
factor?
do shit about it.
What was the most deadly instrument? The most deadly weapon? Was it the overwhelming manpower? Was it the blistering fire of the burning rockets? Was it the thundering mail from heaven, the bomb, the blockbuster? Was it the lightning-like descension of the silent parachute? Was it the withering stutter of the light machine gun? Or the staccato of the Garand rifle? Was it the brutal juggernaut, the Patton tank? Was it the flamethrower? Or was it the screaming anger of the faster-than-sound, quicker-than-death B-2 rocket? No, it was none of these things. The most effective, the most deadly, the most terrifying weapon of all.
And I'm still here watching with you guys, so don't worry about it.
All right, you guys, now I'm going to tell you something. Now, the Kino's coming, see? And as usual, the Kino ain't very happy. And I ain't very happy either. Look at this jank. It looks like Coney Island on a Monday morning. Hi, Sarge. What's the action?
You see Corwin?
Yeah, I seen him, but I couldn't take it, so I sent him over to the mess hall. He's on KP.
Okay, take him away.
Right, Sarge. Right, my friends. Now I want you to fall out, spread out, and pick up everything when ain't growing or nailed down.
It would be helpful if I unmute myself. I always do that. Anyway, and I was reading the chat too, but there's like a 30-second delay. I always do that. Anywho, what I was going to say is if you like doing this, I'll do this once a week where I watch a movie and all that stuff with you guys, and an old Western, because I like watching these old Westerns. But what I would ask, and again, it's very important, and the reason why I have to say it is because what we do here costs a lot of money, okay? And it doesn't seem like it does. We have the studio in Atlanta. Adam has been working on the new playlist software. It costs us several $1,000s for it, so it's really good. Buy the mystery boxes, buy shirts from our store, send stars, send Twitch bits, send YouTube super chats, because then we're going to go out and cover a lot more events. Just like you saw this weekend, I went into DC. Both Adam and I are going to try to get out there and cover more. I also think we're going to do like a traveling podcast thing, or a traveling live show, where we may just go for like a small group of people and do them in different cities throughout the United States. But just, help me out, homies. Okay. Anyway. All right. Here's the show. I won't interrupt it again. I apologize.
Let's have it.
What are they griping about?
Well, they've got to eat them.
I gotta cook them. In the Navy, they get steak, caviar, and whipped cream cake. They have fancy cooks who know what cooking means. In the Army, we get mess, and it really is a mess. Oh, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans. Send a salami to
a boy in the Army. Yes, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans. Beans, 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 beans. Nothing but beans. Navy service is ideal. Printed menus every meal. And they decorate your plate with parsley green. In the Army we get chow that you wouldn't feed a chow. Oh, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans. Beautiful beans, gorgeous beans, succulent beans. Stand a baloney, 'cause I'm skinny and bony. Yes, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans, 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 nothing but beans. Loving those beans, hugging those beans. No, I didn't mean mommy, I love you. Nothing but beans. Beans, 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 beans. Oh, I was born at the age of 3, as smart as I could be. Sure, it takes a great mentality to dish out all the beans. Beans, 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 beans. Oh, it seems bell-bottom pants are conducive to romance. They are wined and dined and loved by movie queens. But you wear a khaki frame and you get a wacky dame. Oh, the Navy gets the Army gets the... I hit the jackpot, but it's always a crackpot. Yes, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans. Did you know that the Navy gets all of the gravy? Did you know that the Army gets all of the beans? Oh, a soldier's a coward if he doesn't lick the platter clean. Oh, a soldier's a coward if he leaves a solitary bean. Oh, it isn't the fighting that will make a soldier cross and mean. It is only the beans. You can grab a Marine and you show him a bean. He says, what does it mean that I never have seen? So you grab a civilian and 1 in a million can identify. So I say to you, why do we gotta have beans? Multiple beans, Protestant beans, succulent beans, nothing but beans. Schmeans!
Let's get out of here.
Nothing but beans.
Sorry.
What do you think you're cooking around here?
Beans?
Oh, shut up. You've been getting away with murder and it's got to stop, you understand? Shut up! Just because we were friends before and used to work together, I've been covering up for you. That's got to stop, too, you understand? Shut up! Now get your pack and everything that goes with it, and I want to see you down front in exactly 5 minutes. Understand? Shut up! You're going to go on a long, long journey, and you may not be back this way, you understand? Shut up!
Get your pack and everything goes with it. Be down front in 5 minutes. Understand? Shut up! We're on a long, long trip. We're gonna be there soon. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
He's liable under AR 605-300. What's more, the CO can get him on the 104th and 107th Articles of War. Now, the record goes on his WDAGO form 20 and 24. He could be eligible for a 615-360. Section 7, paragraph 49.
Oh, sure. I get
You saw how he acted in CCB X1 and 2, and last summer he was a 293.
Do you think he's covered in 615-360?
Sure, and MR1-9 His profile is 24.4.4 D point.
Oh, brother, I ain't in the Army. I'm back in the numbers racket.
Here's your mail, Corporal.
Well, I guess they'll take another crack at that bandit. You think it'll work?
It should. There was a guy in here a little while ago that fixed it.
About time. How do you like that? Now you don't even get the nickel back.
That's creepy, Army. I asked for a transfer again, they throw me right out of the battalion headquarters. Shaughnessy, how many times I have to tell you, this ain't a day room.
All right, sir.
Got a cigarette?
Yeah, here.
Tell Sergeant McVeigh I want to see him right away.
Right.
Is Miller in?
Yeah?
Hey, Miller, what do you think we got here, midgets?
Captain, what about this training film tomorrow morning?
Oh, yes. That begins at 7 o'clock. Now, the theater's 2 blocks away, so I think we better fall out at 6:35.
They'll want us in front of battalion headquarters not later than 6:25.
In that case, Davenport, have the men lined up and ready to go at 6:15.
Roger. I'll take care of that, sir, right away.
Oh, Lieutenant, one more thing. Make sure...
Look what they gave Miller to issue to every man in the company. Bulletproof underwear. You know what that means, don't you?
Sure. South Pacific.
Sergeant Puccinelli, as you were. Sergeant, we have a special movie tomorrow morning, and I want the men to be in uniform and ready to fall out at 10 minutes past 6.
Yes, sir.
Oh, just one more thing, Sergeant. Just to make sure. You better have the men fall out at 5 minutes past 6.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sarge, that Corwin's lost again.
Well, you better find him.
Right, Sarge. Hey, you see them lights? You see that sign? Well, let's be turning them off.
Sergeant McVeigh, we've got to see the work, don't we?
Yeah, well, what if Colonel Davis comes? He don't like lights on in the daytime.
Another thing, McVeigh, the company has an early formation tomorrow, and you better have those men fall out at 5 minutes before 6.
5 minutes before 6, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, I got some names here that are cockamammies. Wladowski, Schmelowitz, Kizeli Uzmiak. Let me fall them out early, say about 5:45, huh?
Okay.
Right, son.
Someday this guy's gonna blow his brains out.
If you ask me, he's already done it.
Yes, sir. Yes, Captain. Yes, sir.
See the first sergeant in the other room. Door on the outside. Through that door. That door.
Love the old movies. TYSM, slightly smiling face, U.S. outlying islands.
I said that door.
Got a cigarette?
No, I quit. Can't afford it.
There you are. Where you been? Fine-looking specimen you are. Get over there. Look at this. Look at that. Fix the helm. Now get out on the parade grounds 10 times around. Double time, understand? Then come back here. I got plans for you. Go on, get the lid out of your bucket. Wait a minute. Come here. Got a cigarette? I've been arguing with the adjutant again.
Yeah?
I don't dig this army at all. I want overseas, I stay here. The guys that want to stay here, get overseas.
You forget there's a war on.
Yeah, but what do we get to do about it? When I was a civilian, we had something doing every minute. Singing, dancing, working in nightclubs. I joined the army, I sit on my hands. Nah, I'm hungry. Think I'll inspect the mess hall.
Hiya, Sarge. Been waiting up for me?
How come you're late, Edwards?
I was drunk.
I don't blame you. With a kisser like that, I'll be loaded all the time.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. Now go to the barracks, Edwards, get into your fatigues and report back here. And if you have any social engagements, call your secretary and have her cancel them.
Sergeant's real brave today. I get any mail?
Sure took you a long time to sober up.
Took me a long time to get drunk. My new girl had a date with another Joe last night.
What's the matter, losing your appeal?
Does that look like I'm losing my appeal?
Wow. Very tasty.
Hello.
Hello.
Is Sergeant Puccinelli in?
No, he's out. What did you want to see him about?
It's of a rather personal nature.
Oh, would you like to leave a message?
Yes. Just tell him MIlley was here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. On second thought, do you mind if I sit here and wait for a while?
No, go right ahead.
Thanks.
Clark, do you have that field manual? I want 4 copies of this, Clark. It's to go to the adjutant.
But, sir, I did this yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
So you did. Well, I want 1 more copy.
Yes, sir.
You know, it takes a fantastic amount of paperwork to administer even a little tank company such as we have here.
Are you ready, Ernie?
Not yet, dear. I'll be right with you. I've decided we can do without another copy of this.
That's our commanding officer.
Which one?
Who in the company is that girl married to?
I don't know, dear. Shall we call Luella Parsons?
Now, darling, don't get testy. I just happen to know that she's a Titusville girl. She works on the pulse. She has a calcium deficiency, and she's expecting.
Expecting?
Yes, and don't ask me what she's expecting.
Where in the world did you uncover all this, Mrs. Sherlock Holmes?
At the clinic yesterday. I was there for my cold shot, and one of the nurses told me about her.
Say, I just remembered. There's been a mix-up in the OD roster.
I know.
I may get it.
No, you won't. Lieutenant Torreya stuck with Officer of the Day.
Are you sure?
Yes. Sally Pearson told me that the adjutant's wife told her that the adjutant said so at noon.
Oh, well, if Sally said so, that settles it.
How are you getting along with Colonel Davis?
Well, that depends. How are you getting along with Mrs. Davis?
That woman. She's so rank conscious. How soon will you be ready to leave?
Why don't you go to the club and wait? I have a lot of papers to sign.
Can't somebody else sign those?
I'm the only one. The United States Army has a high regard for my signature.
I wish the First National Bank did.
Where did you get these clothes, Sergeant?
Quartermaster, sir.
And Why didn't you get a shipping ticket when you got the clothes?
I don't know, sir. Maybe they weren't paying attention when I drew the issue.
Then this is stolen goods.
No, sir.
I think I'll have to have a look at Army regulations.
But, Lieutenant Davenport, don't you trust me?
This is no way to run a business. Carry on.
He's gonna tell me how to run a business. Used to be a soda jerk. He just ran out of soda.
I gotta see the first sergeant.
Hiya, kid. I see you're still wearing your old head.
You leave me alone. I got troubles.
In the Army? You got troubles?
Yeah, and I gotta see the first sergeant right away. It's important.
Take it easy.
Don't tell me how to take it. I gotta get a 3-day pass.
The last guy in the U.S. Army that got a 3-day pass was Sergeant York.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I gotta see my wife. It's an emergency.
I've had emergencies, but could I get a pass?
Bet you were never having a baby.
Kid, I never even had my appendix out.
Corwin!
Yes, sir?
Did you do those penalty tours?
Yes, Corporal.
To report to the drill sergeant?
Yes,
To
Corporal.
report to the mess sergeant?
Yes, Corporal.
Okay.
Boy, if I ever get overseas, the first thing I'm gonna do is surrender. Concentration camp's gotta be better than this.
What crummy coffee. Why wouldn't wash my...
Hey, it's here, the shipping order.
Came while you were out. Now watch me get out of this hole.
Hey, Sarge, I wanted
What
to...
do you want?
Nothing. I just thought that maybe...
Get out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Captain Caldwell, I've just seen the shipping orders, and I have just a man for you, sir.
Good. Who is he?
Me, First Sergeant Victor Puccinelli.
Don't be foolish, Sergeant. This call is only for privates and PFCs. You'd better make up your mind. You're staying here.
I've seen Army.
I won't argue that point. Now, about this shipment. We can't be expected to cripple ourselves, so don't send anyone who's useful. How about that kid who never does anything right?
You mean Corwin?
That's the one.
Well, he's right out here now, sir.
Maybe Eisenhower can do something with him.
Yes, sir. Corwin.
Huh?
I want to see you.
I've been wanting to see you too, Vic. I wanted to know if I...
Get your hands off my desk and call me Sergeant. Can't you stand up?
Yes, Sergeant. I just want to know if I could get a 3-day pass.
What'd you say?
I want to know if I get a 3-day pass.
Did you get permission from your platoon sergeant to come in here?
No, Sergeant, but I...
How many times must I tell you that in the Army you gotta go through channels?
I know, but this is an emergency, and if I go through the section leader and the platoon sergeant and you and the CO and everybody else in channels, my kid will be old enough to be drafted himself.
Very funny. I can't be giving you a 3-day pass every week. You just came off one.
That's not true. I haven't been on one in a long time, and if my wife forgets what I look like, you'll be responsible.
You should get that lucky. We'll see about it when the time comes. You heard me.
Yes, Sergeant. Aren't we going to rehearse our act for the show?
Oh, get going. Wait a minute. Come here. How come you didn't shave today?
No one said I was supposed to. I didn't shave yesterday. Nobody said nothing.
Get out of here.
You always didn't used to treat me like this.
Oh, stop mumbling.
You always didn't used to treat me like this. That's what I said, so there, too.
You gonna start that again?
Yes, I am. You're supposed to be my friend. We lived on the same block, in the same city. And you know what you promised my mother.
Stop hitting my desk. And what did I promise your mother?
That no one would harm a hair on my head.
You mean both heads?
Ho, ho, that's rich.
Oh, quiet, P-head. Just because we were friends before...
Friends before is right.
Anything to do with now? I have a responsibility, and you're part of it.
Well, I'm warning you. You're driving me crazy.
That's no drive. It's a short putt. What do you want? Special privileges?
No, I just want you to remember you was the best man at my wedding.
You're not kidding.
And we was buddies, and we wrote songs, and we sang, and we danced together. And you still owe me $8.75 from before the war. And we was friends and pals. We were just like brother and sister. And what happens? Along comes a crummy little war and clip-clop. You turn into a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Clyde. What is it with you, anyhow?
All right. Big man.
Couple of stinking stripes.
Big deal. Go home and wash your face.
Go home and wash your face. Big deal. Look at him. General delivery.
Get out of here.
What's the matter with Einstein?
He thinks I bombed Pearl Harbor. When Edwards comes back, tell him he's being shipped out.
Say there was a MIlley here looking for you.
Millie. Wonder what she wants. Oh, I know. What's the date?
29th.
That's it. Tomorrow's the anniversary of our first alert.
Alert? This outfit's never been alerted.
I know it. I just used it as a gag. You know, the first time I saw Millie, she looked real good to me. But all I got was ice cubes. So? So I told her we were being alerted. So? So she let me kiss
This is pretty good. I've never seen it before.
I took her out a few more times. So? So she let me kiss her a few more times.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, except one day she started to talk and I found out how dumb she was. You know that dame's really 60 cents short? Not only that, she got on a getting married kick. What is it with these dames? They all want to get married. I know a lot of nice people that aren't married. Then one night I took her out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right, sir. After you tell Edwards he's being shipped out, send him in to see Miller and have his supply record checked out.
Right.
Hello, you're that cute corporal that when I came in before, aren't you?
Yes, but Sergeant Puccinelli still isn't in.
I don't suppose you know if he's going to stay in camp tonight or tomorrow night?
No, well, you see, we never know when we're going to be alerted.
I know.
Ours not to reason why. Ours, but to do or die.
That's cute.
Look, why don't you write him a note?
Write him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do it. Just say, I'll be back at 6:45 when I get off from work. And put down it's important. And if I don't see him, there might be trouble.
Okay. If I see him. You know, he's not the easiest guy in the world to locate.
Don't I know it? Well, I have to get back to the PX. We're terribly busy today. We're closed. Closed for inventory.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Well, they did it again. The adjutant just stuck me with Officer of the Day.
I know.
You know? Well, why didn't you tell me?
My wife just told me.
Did she also mention when the war would be over?
She doesn't tell me everything she knows.
Clark. It's okay, she's gone. What Millie have to say?
She left you a note. She said she'd be back 6:45. Come in. No!
But, Sergeant.
You got permission to come in here?
No.
Well, get out. They think all I have to do around here is hand out passes. What was I talking about?
Millie. She said if she doesn't see you tonight, there's going to be trouble.
I better catch the first bus into town.
Hey, Corporal, would you know where I can get my hand? Hey, house them lights. The crowd's coming by.
The officers, too.
Hey! Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but the colonel is coming, and you know how he feels about lights burning in the daytime.
And you know how I feel about it.
Yes, I do, sir.
All clear. Okay, turn him on.
Hey, where's Corwin?
He's been running in and out of here all day long, and if he keeps it up, we'll have to put in a revolving door.
Does he got permission to skip training?
No, and you better find him. We'll send him to the CO.
Right, Sarge.
And another thing, Edwards and these guys are shipping overseas.
Come in. Come in.
Get out of here.
Come back here.
Get out of here.
Come back here.
Let's be explaining why you ain't been in no classes all afternoon.
I've been looking all over you, McVeigh.
Oh, you've been looking for me, huh?
Yeah, I want to know, could I have permission to see the first sergeant?
No.
Yeah, but I got to see him.
You don't gotta see nobody.
I got a message for the first sergeant for battalion headquarters.
Now, why didn't you say so?
He didn't let me.
Corwin, you never learn. You know, before you take off on details, you gotta tell your platoon sergeant.
You was the one that sent me on a detail.
Well, that don't make no difference.
All right, what's the message?
It says that you got to report to the dispensary in the morning for a physical examination.
Physical? Let me see that. My application for paratroops went through.
Hey, Sarge, you need me for anything?
No, take 2 weeks off.
Right, sir.
Well, wait a minute, Sarge. Form 38's filled out in case of discharge.
Discharge? What does that mean?
Oh, he's right, Sergeant. According to paragraph 8, Article 40-100, 24 hours prior to discharge of an enlisted man for reasons other than physical disability, he must be examined and Form 38 filled out.
They can't do this to me.
Sergeant,
What?
When you get home, will you call my mother?
Oh, get out of here. I'll refuse. I'll go in and tear battalion headquarters board by board. Captain Cole, you do something about this? They want to discharge me. Me, a 4F, well, they're crazy.
No, Sergeant.
Well, go ahead and read it for yourself.
Sergeant Puccinelli. MIlley will be
No,
here
no.
at WDAGO Form 38. Oh, calm yourself, Sergeant. Your application for warrant officer has come through. You're being discharged to accept appointment as warrant officer.
Me, an officer? Oh, that's worse.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Would you make out tomorrow's morning report and send it to battalion?
Morning report tonight?
Yes. From now on, they want it in the night before.
It's a discharge, so I can become a warrant officer.
Congratulations.
Hey, what's this deal about me shipping out?
There's no deal. You're just on a movement. You'll be leaving in a couple days.
Oh, look, Sarge, how about crossing my name off that list? You know, I got a new girl in town, and we're pretty serious.
That's very touching.
Listen, I gotta see my girl, I tell you.
I've seen the girls you go with. You'll do better where you're going.
Yeah? Well, I've seen your type, too.
Why don't you drop down to the Rialto Theater sometime?
The Rialto?
Yeah, the new red-headed usher.
Helen?
That's right.
Why, I'm a dirty, low-down, no good...
You win that argument. Go ahead, start another one.
You're cutting in on me. I go with Helen.
You went with Helen.
Now I see why I'm on shipment. You're pulling your rank on me.
Don't do it, Sarge. 96 Article of War. Sock him and the captain will bust you.
Put this on the bulletin board. You can take off, wise guy, and start packing. I've got work to do. This ain't no pool room.
No? I could have sworn I just saw an 8-ball.
Get out of here.
I never went to college. I haven't got much knowledge. But there are some things that I know. I've gone and made a survey, a very special survey, and I've discovered that statistics show.
And what do you think you're doing?
I'm singing.
You call this singing?
Didn't you like it a little?
I didn't even like it a lot.
You have to admit my voice is different.
Come on, Sarge, let's hear you singing.
I can't. I got some work to do, and besides, I got a date in town.
Oh, come on, Sarge.
Okay, one chord. It's easier to say I love you than Tondo under high Conacola. And wouldn't you rather say I love you than Tondo under high Conacola? It's easier to spell kiss me dear than Tondo under high Conacola. And wouldn't you rather hear kiss me dear than Tondo under high Conacola? To quote a famous Yale professor, osculation is a sensation that is nice. If you should ask a Harvard lawyer, he'll charge you $20 and he'll give you this advice. It's easier to say I love you than Tondo under high Conacola. And wouldn't you rather say I love you than Tondo under high Conacola? To quote a famous Yale professor, osculation is a sensation that is nice. If you should ask a Harvard lawyer, he'll charge you $20 and he'll give you this advice. It's easier to say I love you than Tondo under high Conacola. And wouldn't you rather say I love you than Tondo under high, Tondo under high, Tondo under high Conacola? Corwin. Come on. Let's get going. Come on. How long before MIlley gets here?
About 20 minutes.
I'd like to find a joker that spread the rumor around that I'm already a warrant officer. Why? Every time I walk into the barracks, some nitwit yells, "Attention!" I walked in while McVeigh was shaving. He snapped to attention, nearly cut his throat.
Sergeant McVeigh cut his throat?
No, I just nicked it a little, but he bled like a stuck pig.
Okay, you lucky people, you can go to town now. I'm ready to take over.
Take that junk into the captain's office.
Right.
And take that with you.
Hey, Corwin, give me a hand with this, will you?
Well, I guess that wraps things up, Clark. Go on, get home to the little woman.
Okay, Sergeant, see you in the morning.
I'll be back in a minute. Hey, Corwin, don't forget you have to police up outside, too. Listen, Shaughnessy, some babe might drop in here soon asking for me, so tell her I'm out running the obstacle course.
Okay, Sarge.
You know, Shaughnessy, I kind of wish that McVeigh would have cut his throat.
How could he blow his whistle?
You know, some people tell you when you get in the army, you get used to it. But they don't say how long it takes, and I ain't getting any younger.
You know something, Corwin?
Hey, it's Corporal. Come on, let's be giving me the pass.
What are your plans for tonight, Sarge?
Oh, I guess I'll get me a couple of beers.
Oh, gonna wet your whistle, eh?
You bet. Come on, let's be hurrying. Hey, there's something you missed. Let's be getting on the ball.
Yeah, but nobody can see up there,
That
Sergeant.
don't make no difference. Getting awful sloppy around here. Gotta be neat. Gotta be tidy. 'Cause if we ain't, somebody's gonna get it. This army ain't just a place to have fun, you know. Well, if anybody asks for me, I'm painting the town. And when I'm painting the town, I'm painting the town. Big man. Gotta be neat. Gotta be tidy.
Here's something you missed. Let's be getting on the ball. Yeah, but Sergeant, no one can see that.
That don't make no difference. And when anybody's asking for me, I'll be out painting the town. And when I paint the town, I'm painting the town.
Take it easy, son.
What does McVeigh have to be in the Army for? Why couldn't he be in the Navy? I can't sleep in the afternoon on account of that guy.
Why don't you take a poke at him?
Me take a poke at Sergeant McVeigh? You know what they do to me?
What can they do to you? There's nothing lower than what you are now. Look, in the regulations, it says you can challenge anybody in the Army. If you think they're taking advantage of you, ask them to put the gloves on with you.
You mean I could start Sergeant McVeigh in the nose and nobody say nothing?
Sure.
What if he hit me first?
But you don't let him. You see, it's a matter of science, lad. Come here, I'll show you. Strike a pose. Now, you see, first you got to pick a style. John L. Sullivan. No, that's not for you. Wait a minute. The Jack Dempsey Crouch. That's better. You're a killer. Get low. Lower. Lower! No. Hey, I got it. Come here. Tony Canzoneri. That's it. He was a ballet dancer. Oh, no. Look, you gotta have rhythm. Watch. Yum, bum, 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 sing, sing. Yum, bum, 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 sing, sing.
Corwin. Come here. What are you doing?
I'm training.
For what?
I'm gonna put the gloves on with Sergeant McVeigh.
McVeigh?
Yeah, I'm gonna jab his head off.
Where do you want the body sent?
Send it to McVeigh's parents.
Your body! Go on, get in and finish the rest of your work.
Vic,
No.
can I just talk to you for a minute?
All right. What do you want now?
Remember that song we wrote together?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, we got a telegram from the music publisher, and he wants us to put the song on a record and send it to him right away.
Go ahead and make a record of it.
No, I want you should record it.
Get Bing Crosby.
I like you better.
Oh, you don't have to fight McVeigh. You're punchy already.
Why? Just because I like you better? Hey, at least you could do is show a little consideration for me. Sure, I know you're a sergeant and I'm only a private. At least you could do is be a little friendly.
All right, I love you. I'm your friend. What do you want me to do?
If you never ever give me a pass again, I don't care. Just take this song into town tonight. You know, to that place where you put a quarter in the machine, instead of writing home to your mother, you send your voice on a record. Here's a quarter.
But I got a date.
So what? Take your date to the recording booth with you. Might be a little warm. It might be a little fun.
All right, I'll record it.
MIlley.
I'll be seeing you.
Come in. Oh, hello.
Hello. Is Sergeant Puccinelli in?
Oh, no, he's out on a bivouac.
Oh, that's a shame. How'd it happen?
Say, haven't I seen you someplace before?
You might have seen me at the PX, number 10. I used to sell beer, but I asked to be transferred to the candy counter.
What happened? Did you get hungry?
Good evening, Corporal.
Oh, hi.
Aren't you going to introduce us?
Private Edwards, meet a friend. Friend, meet Private Edwards.
Your name's MIlley, isn't it?
Millie doesn't look it, but she just switched from beer to candy.
Would you like to take your break now, Corporal?
Definitely.
Glad to have met you.
Oh, thank you. If you want anything, just ring for the bellboy.
He's nice, isn't he? Do you think Cutie will be here tonight?
Cutie? You mean Puccinelli? No, I don't think he can make it. But anything you want to tell him, why, you can tell me.
What's your name? The charge reporters are so crazy when he introduced us that all I remember is that you're a friend of his. U.S. That's cute. Monogram blankets.
My name's Caldwell, Private Ernie Caldwell. And I was just thinking that if you're not doing anything tomorrow night,
Oh,
why...
tomorrow night.
Hello.
Don't you know enough to knock before you come into a room?
Gee whiz, I was just down at the PX and I thought Corporal Shaughnessy would like some ice cream.
Well, set it on the desk. I'll see that he gets it.
The spoon's inside.
We'll keep this between the two of us.
You don't gotta worry about me. I'm no snitcher. Got a cigarette? Corporal, I gotta get into town right away. Can I have a pass?
Are you nuts? You're restricted.
But the fellas forgot the music. I gotta have a pass.
Nothing doing.
Corporal, it's a matter of life and death.
Nothing doing.
Can you sing Melancholy Baby?
No.
That's okay, I'm glad. I hate that Melancholy Baby.
I beg your pardon, did you see?
I beg your pardon. Never mind.
Hey, Charlie. What was that?
I don't know, Sarge.
Excuse me.
I beg your pardon.
Did you see what I saw?
Yeah.
Here's a light. What'll you have?
Cream de cassis.
Cream de cassis.
Excuse me, little lady. How about a little drink? Huh?
Please.
Hey, can you sing Melancholy Baby?
Bartender.
All right, Romeo.
Yeah, I'm just buying a little drink for Melancholy Baby.
You've had enough, Sarge.
I ain't gonna stop drinking until she starts looking good to me. Now,
I'm just proving that I'm still here.
you know, you are the first dame I ever met who didn't remind me of any other dame I ever met.
Well, bartender, how much do I owe you?
A half a bob.
Thank you. Thank you. You've been very nice. What were you saying?
How about singing a little song? Huh?
Little song for soldier. Would you like a Crevedon song? Or a Problem song? Or possibly you'd like a Lablo Binvenden song? Certainly. Oh, I'm awfully sorry.
Would you play this, please?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
It's easier to say I love you than to wonder I can't get love. And wouldn't you rather say I love you than to wonder how I can't get love? It's easier to spell kiss me dear than to wonder how I can't get love. And wouldn't you rather hear kiss me dear than to wonder how I can't get love? To quote the famous Yale professor, osculation is
I'm really confused as to what the hell we're watching.
If you should ask a Harvard lawyer, he'll charge you $20. He'll give you this advice. It's easier to say. Je peux tous les potentiels, tous les motos, les potentiels, les potentiels, tous les potentiels. Can't
Nah, can't be.
And wouldn't you rather say the potentiel, tous les potentiels, les potentiels, tous than tender wonder high, tender wonder high, tender wonder high.
Kanikala.
Alvin.
Alvin, what on earth are you doing in that outfit? Are you nuts?
Me nuts, you guys ran off and forgot the music.
What if you get caught?
Never mind, get Pooch in that recording booth. We gotta have those records the first thing in the morning. He's over there in the booth.
Now, as I was saying...
Yes, Vic?
Helen, you look so wonderful tonight. Could I interest you in a slightly used kiss?
Hey, Sarge.
Now, what do you guys want?
We had to go back to camp. We forgot the music.
Well, don't bother me. Give it to Sam at the piano.
Okay, Sarge. Right.
What's the matter, Vic?
Oh, nothing. Just one of those things.
Come on. What is it?
I didn't want to tell you, but
But what?
we're being alerted.
Alerted? Shh. But Vic, well, what am I going to do when you're gone?
Well, Helen, you're going to miss me that much?
Why, sure, Vic.
This may sound a little hokey, but, well, I wrote a song, and I'd like to make a record of it just for you.
Oh, Vic, that's nice.
Would you mind stepping into the booth while I record it?
I'd love to.
You and your beautiful eyes that tell such wonderful lies. When you start that hocus pocus, boy, things get out of focus. You and the way that you kiss, they ought to give you a prize. Baby, you could make a statue come to life just looking at you. Gee, but you're beautiful. Oh, but you're beautiful. You and your beautiful eyes.
You're so observant,
and you're beautiful,
but so unnerving.
The tell
smile you're selling may start my head in swelling.
When
tell me some more.
You start that whole
jumping Jiminy Cricket. Things get out of focus. Let's talk about you.
Honey, please do.
And the way that you kiss.
Just like this.
They ought to stage a big parade. Give you a prize.
Your lips, let's try 'em on the side, oh baby. You could make a statue come to life just looking at you.
Don't stop.
Gee, but you're beautiful.
Don't stop.
Oh, but they're beautiful.
Oh, you and your beautiful eyes. So big.
So bright.
So wise. Yes, you and your beautiful eyes.
All right, Corn. What are you doing? You gonna make this your life's work?
What do you want from me? Why don't you worry about what you're doing? I'll worry about what I'm doing. I never made this stuff before in my life. When those guys are ready for it, I'll give it to them. But it's gotta be finished. Worry about what you're doing. Let me worry about what I'm doing. I never saw anything like this in my whole life. Who are you?
Good boy, Corwin. Good boy. Now, come on, let's go down to the little old dispensary, huh?
What? The where?
The little old dispensary. We're going to take the little old arm, then we'll roll up the little old sleeve, then we'll get the little old needle, and then we'll give you the little old shot, and it ain't going to hurt a little old bit. Come on.
You sure it ain't gonna hurt?
No, it won't hurt you a bit. Come on. Good boy. Go ahead. Believe me when I tell you something. You won't even feel the little old needle.
I don't feel a little old needle.
Ah, it won't even hurt you a little bit.
Won't hurt a little bit.
No.
Is that square needle?
Round needle.
Max?
Now just relax. Roll up your sleeve. Now, come on, think of something pleasant. You're eating ice cream. You're dancing with a beautiful, beautiful girl. You're sleeping in a white, dreamy bed. I didn't get the last part. Now, that didn't hurt a bit, did it? How do you feel? Feel good? Okay? Come on, let's go.
He's getting vaccinated.
Come in. Does this finish up your malaria shots?
Yes, Corporal. And me too.
Here, take this note into the mess sergeant. How do you feel?
How do you think I feel? What do they think I am in there? Pincushion? You said it wouldn't hurt me.
You'll live, you'll live.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Morning, Clark.
Good morning, Captain.
As you... Puccinelli, I talked to Colonel Davis, and he's going to put you on that overseas movement.
That's swell, Captain.
Did Corporal Clark tell you about the woman who was in the orderly room yesterday?
Yes, sir.
She's having trouble locating some man in the company, and I want you to find the man.
Yes, sir. I'll try, but it won't be easy.
She could make things nasty if she got to the colonel. Will you take care of it?
I'll do my best, sir.
Good. And as soon as you find the man, I want to see him.
Yes, sir. How do you like that? Now I'm in charge of domestic relations. Even that little alert gag I pulled on MIlley, just to kiss her a few times. You know that could develop in...
Hey, douse them lights. The colonel's coming by.
As you were. Sergeant Puccinelli, I'd like to see your copy of the master training schedule. It's supposed to be posted permanently on the bulletin board.
Yes, sir. Corporal Clark, show the colonel where we posted the schedule. Oh, that.
What was that?
He said it's right over here, sir. It's here, sir.
I can't see it.
Well, I'm sure I put it here.
Well, it doesn't seem to be here now.
I think it's in the other room, Colonel.
What was that?
I think it's in the other room.
Oh.
Colonel.
At ease.
Good morning, Colonel.
Good morning, Caldwell. We can't seem to find a copy of that master training schedule. It should be posted in every orderly room.
It's probably there, sir.
No, it isn't on that board.
I can't understand why it isn't up.
Here it is.
I hope it looks better than your orderly room.
Sergeant Puccinelli!
Open that door. I hope someday to see a copy of that master training schedule.
We found it, sir. It was posted under SOP.
Oh, yes. Well, no wonder I didn't see it. It's too dark in here. Turn on those lights.
Here's the envelope from battalion. So you're really gonna ship me out?
That's right.
Well, cutie, I had a nice little talk last night with MIlley. And? And I'll give you the rest of the day to get my name off that list.
Don't threaten me. Get out. Wait a minute.
It's a pleasure.
Here's a telegram for Corwin. Give it to him in the mess hall.
Sergeant Puccinelli, Colonel Davis is going to inspect the supply room, and following that, the mess hall.
Yes, sir. Hey, Miller!
Yeah?
The colonel's going to inspect in a minute.
Oh, no, Sarge! Ditch this for me. Coming out of Pimlico. Where am I going to hide this? A long one for Louis.
All of them for Mrs. O'Reilly.
Another one.
Reverse the charges.
Captain, what's gotten into this company?
Well, a few things have gone wrong, sir,
A few things. Captain, I have never... What was that?
Sounds like the mess hall.
Mess hall?
Signal's over.
The meaning of it? Sergeant Puccinelli, what's going on here? What's that whistle? Is it a fire? What is it?
It's a baby! Vic, look! It's a little baby! Look! We got it! Look, when we first married, we didn't think we'd have any. And now we got a little Colonel Vic!
The colonel said this is the most outrageous company he's ever seen. And he's canceled you off that shipping order.
You mean I can't go overseas?
That's right. And here it is in writing. Not only that, he's given all us B Company officers a big fat map problem.
I'm sorry, sir. Yes, sir. How do you like that?
5 years in this man's army. 5 years, and the day before I go on shipment, I get caught in this filthy machinery. Man age. What's the first class this afternoon?
Calisthenics.
Oh, fine. That's all I need. There's got to be an easier way to make a living.
I don't see how we can identify these small islands just by their topography.
I'm afraid this little number will keep us busy for a week.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Caldwell.
Good afternoon. How soon will you be ready?
Well, all dressed up to go places, I see. I'm afraid that for once in my life, I have a surprise for you.
Really?
It seems that without consulting you, the colonel has given B Company officers a special problem which will undoubtedly take all night to do.
What kind of problem?
We have to identify a number of South Pacific islands by their topography.
Sally said you wouldn't get that till tomorrow.
Then you must have done something to anger Sally because she gave it to us today.
Well, I'll tell her a thing or two. I might have come out without the answers.
The answers?
Yes, I have them right here. Someplace. Here you are.
Munich, Strasbourg. These aren't the answers.
Oh, that's C Company. Here's yours.
Errol, Kosal, Tagawa, DeRay? If I thought there was another woman like Dorothy on this earth, I'd tell you to get married at once. Honey, this is wonderful.
I'm certainly glad you appreciate me. Well, I've got a few things to pick up at the PX, and I'll be back to pick you up in exactly 20 minutes. Uh-oh. I better get this to Captain Steiner and C Company. At ease, men.
Oh, that McVeigh. Can you imagine that? He wants another good conduct ribbon.
How does he lose so many?
I don't know. He gets plastered and deals them out like fraternity pins.
Hey, the colonel's checking calisthenics.
Miller! The officer!
I beg your pardon, sir.
Yes, what is it?
The colonel is checking orderly rooms. Sergeant Miller on duty, sir.
Where's Sergeant Puccinelli?
With the company. Taking calisthenics, sir. Shall I get him for you, sir?
No. No, the exercise will be good for him.
Yes, sir.
Miller.
Yes, sir.
At ease. What's the name of that sergeant, the one with the whistle?
Oh, you mean McVeigh, sir?
Yes. I want you to find McVeigh immediately. Tell him to get this entire outfit on the obstacle course in 10 minutes, understand?
Yes, sir.
fast, keep it moving. I don't want to hear your helmet pound. Hey, Corwin, come on. Let's be getting on the ball. Let's get out of here. You're rolling up. All right, come on. Keep crawling. All right, let's go. Come on. Stay with it. Keep moving. Come on. Swing into it. Keep it moving. Walk back to the next turn. Come on. Let's go. You're holding it up there. Keep alive there. Come on, Corwin. Let's go. You're holding up the detail. All guys are waiting. On this side, Coley, you crazy? On this side, stay here now. Come on, you can do it. Colin, that ain't regulation. Make him like a boy. Colin. Yes, Sarge, you gotta stop this clowning. All right, you guys, keep it down order. Come on, keep moving. Hey, forward! What happened to forward? Hey, forward! Hey, forward! Hey, forward! This way! All right, let's go. Come on, you're holding it up. Look alive there. Come on. All right, you guys, come on now. Come on now. Keep it rolling. What are you doing up there, mailing letters? Oh, Corwin. Corwin. Hey, Corwin, you all right? Water. Get some water. Hurry up. Hey, Corwin.
Here you are, Sarge. What did I do with it?
Let him have it. Oh, police. Wait a second. Now, take it easy now. Come on. You all right, Corwin?
You all right, Corwin?
You okay?
You all right?
Ouch.
push-ups the way I used to.
Well, I'm glad to see they finally fixed that soft drink machine.
Well, I think I'll go in there and take care of that supply sergeant now. Do you know, he turns the same articles in for salvage over and over again. I think he's going to open up an Army and Navy store. As you were. Sergeant Miller?
Yes, sir.
Hey, where's Sergeant Puccinelli?
I don't know. Boy, he's sure in trouble again. The colonel's after him, the captain's after him, and Milley's after him. I wouldn't trade places with him with 14 points.
Ah. I see you took care of that supply situation to your satisfaction.
Yes, sir. I don't think we'll have any more trouble with Sergeant Miller. I have to get on to my next class.
Oh, that was close. The colonel almost had me that time. Hey, got a cigarette?
Yeah, sure, Sarge. Here, roll your own.
That'll be all, Sergeant Miller.
What's Miller featuring today? .40 medium?
Natch.
Yes, sir.
Have you made any progress finding out about that girl?
What girl?
The one who was in the orderly room yesterday.
Oh, yes, sir. I have a hunch, sir.
I want to see that man as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Hey, where's Corwin?
He's in the rec hall rehearsing.
Rehearsing? For what? That'll become a mental case? Okay, come on, let's go.
Where?
See Captain Caldwell.
What I do now?
You'll find out, and I'm delivering you COD. Come on.
What about the number?
What number?
You promised Pokey you'd do it.
Well, tell him to get with it, but hurry up. All right, go ahead, ask him. But watch how you ask him, in a nice way. Use a little diplomacy. You say, Pokey, will you play a song for Vic and I? We're going to dance. Because you and me, Alvin, we're going to be together a long, long time. You and me, we're friends, right? So ask Pokey. Go ahead, ask him, and I'll wait till you're all through. Because I have nothing else to say. Go ahead. You say, Pokey, play some music for Vic and I. Go ahead, and I'll wait till you're all through. What are you waiting for? Don't make...
All right. I forgot what I was going to ask him now. Oh, yeah. Pokey, would you play this dance number for Vic and I? We're going to do this together?
Sure.
Thanks a heap.
Old-time dance?
Old-time dance, huh?
take the last 16 bars of the song, where Vic and I go out, and we do the last bars of the finish of the song. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and... No, the whole band, they should play it together. And... I say we golden, and no one beat it. What are you waiting for?
Look, Buster, I don't do it unless the sergeant tells me.
Figures.
Ooh.
Okay, Poke.
All right, folks, let's quiet down now. We'd like to present First Sergeant Victor Puccinelli and Private First Class Alvin Corwin, doing their impression of two great personalities.
Well, top morning to you, Father.
How are you, big boy? I just thought I'd stop over now, son, to let you know that I don't like the idea of you leaving St. Dominic's Church.
Well, kind of hate to see you leave the place too, Father.
I was just wondering if I might ask a wee bit of a favor now, son.
Well, go right ahead.
I'd love for you to sing me my old Irish lullaby, just once again now before you
Well, now which little Irish lullaby speaking about?
go. The one you did the night I was so sick in bed, son. You remember that one now, don't you, lad?
Well, couldn't rightly do it for you tonight, Father. Gotta have a little music behind me now, you know that.
But I've got the music book. Just sang with it once. You can do it again. Won't you try now, son?
Well, shouldn't be a pleasure to do it for you.
Just open it wide open, so plain nice.
Wanna hush and don't you cry. Well, should it's night long,
Sir, would you still like to see the man I spoke to you about? The one that caused all the trouble?
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Corwin, come here.
Private First Class Corwin reporting, sir. As ordered.
At ease. Cohen, what's your first name?
Alvin.
Alvin.
Yes, sir.
Alvin, bringing children into the world is a solemn matter.
Solemn, sir? I didn't think it was so solemn.
That's the trouble. Sometimes we don't realize it until it's too late. Now, what do you intend to do about this matter?
Nothing, sir. Everything's been done already.
That's the wrong attitude entirely. Aren't you ashamed?
No, sir, I'm very proud.
Proud?
Yes, sir. We wanted a baby, so we got a baby.
You wanted a baby?
Yes, sir.
But don't you understand? You can't let this baby grow up without a name.
I know. We'll think of a name for it.
That's not what I mean. Now, Corwin, listen to me closely. Do you have any love for this woman?
Yes, sir. I love her very much.
Well, then my job should be simple. I'm going to give you a 3-day pass so you can go to this girl and do right by her.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But understand, this pass is only to give this baby a name.
3-day pass to think of a name. I know, sir. We'll name it after you.
That's not necessary. But I'll tell you this. When the baby's born, I'll see that you get an emergency furlough.
Sir, but I...
No buts about it. That'll be all. Get into Class A uniform.
Yes, sir.
Puccinelli, I've decided to give Corwin a 3-day pass.
Pass? But, Captain, after what he did?
Well, I have to give him a pass so he can get married.
Get married? What for?
Puccinelli, is this or is this not the man who's in trouble?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's in trouble, all right, sir. What he means is that the baby's already been born. Is that right, Corwin?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Sergeant.
Well, that's different. Give me that pass.
Oh, but Captain...
We'll give you an emergency furlough.
Oh, thank you.
But get this, Corwin. You'd better bring back a marriage certificate.
Oh, that's easy. I got one in the barrel.
He doesn't mean his own, sir. One of the boys has one tacked up on the wall. Corwin, you better get ready to go.
Yes, Sergeant.
Well, I'm off to battalion.
Sir, do you want me to type up these furlough papers?
No, I'll have it done at headquarters. I want to push it right through.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Clark, don't leave me here alone.
Cutie!
Millie, what a surprise to see you here.
Well, I've been trying so hard to see you.
Millie, come here. Now, tell me the truth. Are you going to have a...
Yes, Vic. Where did you hear?
Where did I hear? Why, it's practically a coast-to-coast hookup. Look, honey, step into the captain's office. Just a minute.
No! There's too much traffic in there.
Please, Millie. Come in.
Victor Puccinelli, I have a few questions to ask you.
Helen, listen.
And the first one has to do with Jack Edwards.
Oh, if that's all that's bothering you.
Listen, Cutie.
Please, miss.
Who was that girl?
Mrs. Caldwell, the captain's wife.
Oh. If you send Jack Edwards out of this camp, consider our relationship at an end.
Oh, you wouldn't do that, would you, honey?
On the contrary. I'm not sure I'm in love with either one of you, but, well, I want to be fair to you both.
Oh, look,
Good afternoon, Sergeant.
Oh, Captain Caldwell, Miss Palmer, I'd like to have you meet her.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Captain, I think you want it down to battalion headquarters.
Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Lieutenant Davenport.
Now, wait a minute. Don't mix me up in this.
Maybe I'd better leave.
No, one moment. You've made a startling recovery, haven't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sergeant Puccinelli.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is. Corwin, come in here. Sit down, young lady. Can you
Private
explain...
First Class Corwin reporting is ordered, sir.
Will you kindly explain why this young lady is sitting here completely recovered, and you're about to... start an emergency furlough?
Recovered, sir? What was wrong with her?
Don't try to be funny.
I don't understand, Captain. I never saw that woman before last night.
You never saw her before last night.
No,
Then why do you think you're getting this furlough?
because my wife had a baby.
Your wife had a baby?
Yes, sir. Here's a telegram I got.
Well, I think I get this now. Do you know him?
No, but he's cute.
Look, here's your furlough. Take it and get out.
Thank you, Captain. Yes, sir.
And give my love to the baby.
Yes, sir, I will, sir. Thank you, Captain. Bye.
Now, young lady. Where is everybody? Sergeant Puccinelli.
Yes, sir.
Do you realize this whole mess is still up in the air? Corwin wasn't the man.
He wasn't, sir?
I can't understand your attitude lately. I guess I'll have to take care of this myself. Get me that company roster with the physical descriptions of the men.
Yes.
Well, I suppose we should introduce ourselves. I'm Helen Palmer, and this is Captain Caldwell's wife. And who are you?
I'm not quite sure.
The captain would like to see you. You.
Me? Oh, but I was just in there.
Caldwell, what's the meaning of this? She was introduced to me as your wife.
Now, wait a minute.
What do you mean? You said you had just been in here.
I was just in here. I was here last night, too. The desk was here. There was a chair there. And there was...
Now, darling, this is an army matter. It's not your affair. Now, young lady, what's the meaning of
Captain,
this? Sergeant Puccinelli.
Ernest Caldwell.
Can't you stay outside until this is settled?
If there's anything going on, I want to know about
Well,
it.
let's both get outside, and I'll try to explain.
I don't understand.
But, Captain! Oh, come on, Millie, let's get out of here.
But I still don't understand. Why is everybody picking on me?
Hiya, cutie. Well, honey, what are you doing here?
Well, I was worried. I came over to ask Vic about you going on that shipment.
Oh, well, don't worry. Cutie will see that I don't go. Come on, why don't you give up? You can't win.
Puccinelli, we have something that must be settled.
Ah, just a minute, sir. For 5 years, this Army has been deciding things for me to do, but I'm in the driver's seat this time. I don't want to be a warrant officer. I want to go overseas. I want to get away from everything, away from all this.
You can't dodge the issue that easily. Besides, you're not a private.
That's, sir, something else I'm deciding. I'm busting myself.
You can't do that.
I can't, but you can do it for me. Watch.
Oh, honey. Ernie.
What?
What did you call him?
Ernie?
Did he say he was Ernie Caldwell?
Yes.
Then there is something.
Ladies, please. Now, if you'll just wait, dear. Is he the man you've been going steady with?
Oh, no. I only met him last night.
Last night?
Please, miss.
Oh, I think this whole thing is silly. Let's get out of here.
Now then, miss. You must have gone out with another man in this company.
Present, sir.
Oh, so it's you, Puccinelli. Well, I'm going to give you exactly what you asked for. You'll be reduced to private and shipped overseas.
Thank you, sir.
And don't think this relieves you of your responsibilities to this woman you're married to.
Married to me?
Don't deny it.
Oh, but he isn't. I'm already married to someone else. John Slager. Have been since a week after I broke up with Vic.
Well, what have you been looking for me for?
Because I wanted to tell you not to come to see me tonight like you promised 4 months ago. Before John and I were married. You won't come, will you?
Holy Toledo, no.
Oh, I'm so glad. You see, my husband might not understand. He's not very bright, and I don't want to cause any trouble. Oh, well, goodbye. And thanks so much.
Forget it.
Don't think this will clear you.
We're still busting you.
Okay, so I'm busted. For once, I've beaten the Army. While all these other guys are rotting here in the States, I'll be on the other side, and the Army had nothing to do with it. I did it all myself.
What the devil's that?
I don't know, sir.
Sounds like a special call. I'd better...
Captain Caldwell, did you hear the news? All movements, transfers, and furloughs have been canceled.
Movements canceled?
Sure. The whole outfit's going overseas.
But, darling, why didn't you?
Sally never told me. Ernie Caldwell, step into my office. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Hey, follow me! Sarge, I just caught this man trying to sneak off the post.
Don't bother me. I'm out of business.
Sneak off the post, nothing. I got a furlough. I gotta see my baby. Nobody don't got no furlough.
I have.
Are you right?
I have.
Are you right?
I have.
Quiet! All furloughs is canceled.
Canceled?
That's right. The whole division's gone overseas.
Overseas?
Come on, let's be going. Wait a minute. You too.
Me too.
That's right, Private Punchinello. Join your buddy. Come on, let's be getting on a ball. Pick it up.
Be quiet out.
The suitcase.
Private Puccinelli.
Vic.
What?
I'll take it.
What?
The bag.
Come on, I'll take it.
Yeah. So that was Tuesday night with Tuesday Night Movies with your host, Steve. I'm tired. I watched the whole thing, though. That was a pretty good movie. It actually had me laugh out loud a couple of times. I'm being quiet because my door is open. My wife is sleeping. The kids are sleeping. So I'm just talking quietly in this voice. All right, for everyone that is watching on Citizen Stringer, I'm going to give you guys a little treat. I'm going to play my show from a year ago. today. A year ago today, September 14th, 2020, there was some protests. I didn't really watch the whole video. It was only a 2-hour video, so I don't know what it is. But you can watch that on your device. And then following that, it's going to be something. I don't remember what. I think maybe my show from yesterday here. Hold on, let me just tell you. After that. Oh, you know what? So, and then after that, if you're up at 11:30, I'm going to replay the hearing from today with Blinken. And then after that is going to be the wrong damn episode of something else. Let me get that. How do I leave? Yeah. It won't let me delete it. And then after that, it's going to... Where the fuck is it? 006, that's why. Okay, and then after that, overnight, it's going to be the new episode of Thought Villains, episode 6 of Thought Villains. You may not have seen it, and if you haven't, well, I know you haven't seen it because we haven't released it yet, but that's going to be out. So that's not going to start until like 2 in the morning, and then it will replay at some point tomorrow as well. So I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to go. Someone said I missed the ending. How do you miss the ending? I don't know. So yeah. So what I'm going to do, coming up next on the Citizen Stringer apps, you will have a year ago's episode of Wake Up America. It's 2 hours long. And then you're going to have the Blinken hearing from today. And then you're going to have episode 6 of Thought Villains. So that should come on right around 1 o'clock in the morning. And then it will just replay. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Appreciate everyone for watching. And yeah, check you later. Tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know if there's any hearings that I'm going to cover, but I'll probably do some morning news or something. All right, we'll see you.